Hello everybody, I want to talk to you guys today about tangent lines, and this video goes with section 10.2.4 from our book. Okay, the very first statement here, PQ is a tangent to circle C at point P. So that means that this line segment right here is tangent to the circle. It touches it at one point, that's what it means. And if a line or segment is tangent to a circle, that means it's going to be perpendicular to the radius at that point. Okay, so we know that because it's tangent, this is telling us that we have a right angle. So here's a right angle with the radius. That's what this first sentence tells us right here, that we have a right angle with the radius, okay? All right, and then we can fill in some of this information here. PQ is 5, so we know that this distance here is 5. CQ is 6. We know that this whole distance is 6, and by the way, that's the hypotenuse of this right triangle. All right, we're going to find two things. We want to find CP, this radius of the circle, and then we also want to find this angle C, this central angle between these two radii right there, okay? First, let's find CP. So first we'll find CP. CP, we will be able to use the Pythagorean theorem here. Let's call this side length CPX. So that means that x squared plus 5 squared is going to be equal to 6 squared. Okay, solving this, we know that x squared plus 25 is equal to 36. And when we subtract 25 from both sides, x squared is equal to 11, which means x equals square root 11. Okay, we know that's about 3.3 units. All right, so this length right here is the square root of 11. That's what that length is right there. We found CP. Boom. Let's find measure of angle C. So now we want to find the measure of angle C. All right, angle C is right here. We have two pieces. We have a lot of data that we can draw on. From this angle, here is our opposite side. Here is our adjacent side. I'll put adjacent right there. And then here's our hypotenuse. So if we want to find this angle C, we could use any of the trig functions. So we'll use inverse trig right here. All right. So let's go with the measure of angle C is going to equal, let's go with inverse sine. So we'll say the inverse sine of this ratio, 5/6, opposite over hypotenuse. And when you use your calculator to get the measure of this angle, it comes out to about 56.4 degrees. Okay, so that is tangent. That's this very first one. This is problem number 93. Another one from problem 93 is this right here. Okay, this tells us AC is a diameter of the circle. So here's a circle, AC is the diameter. That tells us that this whole arc right here is 180 degrees. Okay, if that's the diameter, then this arc is 180 degrees. We're told the area of the circle is 289 pi, and we want to find, and we're told that AB is 16. And we want to, that's this length right here. We want to find BC and the measure of this arc. We want to find this side length of the triangle and this arc right here. Okay, let's use this area of the circle. So the area of the circle, pi r squared, is going to equal 289 pi. Okay, solving this for r, we could figure out what our radius is. R squared is equal to 289. And the square root of 289 is 17. So we know that the radius is 17. This piece here is 17. This piece here is 17. The diameter is 34. We know that this side length, this diameter, is 34 units. We know that this is 16 units. If this is 180 degrees, we know that this angle here is half, okay? Half of 180. Half of 180 degrees is 90 degrees. So we know that this is a right angle right here, okay? So we're gonna find two things. Find BC, the side length BC of the triangle, and then we're gonna find the arc BC of the big circle. First, let's find BC. So finding BC, we know, and here, by the way, here's BC right here. BC is this side length right here of the triangle. Okay, so we know that we want this side length, x. We have this side length, we have this side length. Let's use the Pythagorean theorem. X squared plus 16 squared equals 34 squared. That means that x squared is going to equal 900, and that x is equal to 30. Okay, so this side length here is 30. We know that's 30. So we found BC. Now we want to find this arc BC. Here's the arc BC. It's this part of the circle right here. So to find that part of the circle, we can use, we're going to want to find this angle A right here. If we find angle A, then we could double that to get the measure of the arc. Okay, so to find the measure of the arc BC, that little curvy thing on top there, let's find the measure of angle A with inverse trig. So we're going to find the measure of angle A using inverse trig. And we have a lot of ratios that we could draw to do this. So here's angle A. This is the opposite, right? Put your finger on the angle. There's your opposite side. There's your adjacent side, and there's your hypotenuse. So how about we use inverse cosine for angle A? So the measure of angle A is going to equal the inverse cosine of 16 adjacent over 34. And this comes out to about 62 degrees. So this measure of this angle is 62 degrees. The measure of arc BC is going to be 2 times 62 degrees. So the measure of arc BC is going to equal 124